Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beacon Pines. Now, according to How Long to Beat, we should be pretty close to the finish for this game. And based on all of the things that are happening at this time, I believe it. So, we're gonna jump here into this chapter 6 where Rollo's a grown-up because he got gooed, apparently, while he was trapped on this branch, and we'll see how far we get. So yeah, sit back, eject, and relax and enjoy yourselves. Don't forget the like button, don't forget the subscribe button if you're new around here. If you enjoyed this series, please let me know down in the comments below. I know we've had a lot of fun discussing this game on stream, and especially when things were getting good, and I'm really happy I've made the YouTube video series like I have, because it's been a lot of fun, and I think a game like this is perfect for YouTube. So let's get into it.
The heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work.
Oh no.
The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain.
So what did Rollo do during all this time? One of you commented on the last video about wonder what Roxy's gonna think of him.
Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
All right, quick recap. Rollo, you gotta go talk to Roxy. Oh good, we're gonna find out what that's like. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
Waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
Circumstance. Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And I bet, you sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nelly is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff and Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Is this Jeff? Who's Jeff? This isn't Jeff. Jeff is the penguin, right? Keep away from me, you clipboard. Right? Jeff's the, penguin, right? No, it's not him. Hey, Jeff. Jeff's this guy. What can I do for you? Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. No, sorry, I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see? I knew you kids were all right. Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Crooked. Ah, they're all crooks. Like cockroaches. Stamp one out, another one comes scurrying to take its place. Okay.
Luca wasn't ready to. He shouted out.
Crooked didn't work. Junk. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I got more junk than King has copper. Ain't interested.
Jeff's hardware closed down. The effects of the foul harvest when there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Shit. Yeah, it's all shit. Still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Fight! I've done enough fighting for one lifetime, and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves. Hide!
Jeff's brow perked up.
What did you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and that'll do. And they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gob should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Alright, there's that. Now I need those two, now I need the bully. Where could they be? Nope. Nope, she's not gonna help. Fratelli's isn't open. You ever wondered why an agriculture company employs an army of survey takers? Clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. She's onto it. Clever girl. Where is Iggy and, normally they're around here bothering somebody. Welcome to Beacon Pines, but not Beacon Pines, 'cause it's not Beacon Pines. Go up here and visit the fake dad's tree. Oh, you're so cute, Luca. Alright, where's that jerk? Maybe... No. Let's go over here. So he's not there, he's not there. They're not there, rather. Let's go over here. They're not in the library. We can't go into Nuncreeds. Can't take the telephone down. Here we are. Hey, Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life has kind of been strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn. I'm impressed. And after all this is done, maybe you and Tish could come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see you crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Did you hear that, Tish?
He gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Aww.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Why does he have a mustache? I mean, that's quite a disguise. I'm very impressed. I never would have known that was Rollo. Got your delivery here. Delivery? Huh. I don't have anything in my notes about delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is need to know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. You just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir, this is that's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this, Perennial Ham Fist. What was that?
Distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Whew, that was close. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. All right, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. That's odd, not even cups for the water. That is odd. Why would you have a... Maybe? Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be a maze. A hallway to nowhere. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca, what are you doing here? Long story. Are you
A
okay?
veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up when they were distracted. And when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed into deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. Can't leave just yet, but they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. Just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. Very lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we, possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Uh-oh. Beck's mom is awesome. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck in the locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friends, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secret. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's an absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. Those villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
So this is satisfying, because we know from another timeline who Solomon is. He is the Founder, obviously. And if you look at the picture there in the room, he's been throwing darts at his son, which is just rude, I should say. Also, he's that little and he's still got, looks like various liquor on the shelf there. He must have a low tolerance at his size. Your powers of deduction are impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lot even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. Next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. No water cups. Rollo! Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Make a break for it! Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there, after them! Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rollo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we got time. I'm entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? Thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young Chemist lab kit. Sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who's your adult friend? I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of molars consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called The Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was a secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready and harvested in a fraction of time. Led to complications. The foul harvest. Radial harvest came in to clean up the mess. To succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. Yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine is to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr is very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. Poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered the oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now we get to replace my entire wardrobe. I'm really, truly sorry. Those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify of his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. Rob, we gotta get you out of here. Now. Wait, the vial! I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. More reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we got Dr. Modwell. Heading your way. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everyone's on track. What's your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, we can dig up more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. Hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Security system, time card logs, payroll, you know? For being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
You just wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. He's smoking too. There's a little ashtray. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be so obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. Must have been in here recently. Come on. The books are a dead giveaway, Luca. Notice the picture, Luca? Luca. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hall.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo, before we start tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Did someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modewell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial Harvest, Valentine Fertilizer. All connected by a single thread. Yours true. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ah, yes. Now you've got it. Tempest, look of mine. You discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modewell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff is pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did the whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca! Over here! Move another inch and I'll smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it! We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow morning for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. First, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha! I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Till then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You Q3, keep post outside the door. Well, crap. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. Sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo. Just need some time. Rollo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just, we were so close. Got a feeling that eventually Solomon would get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Haha, heals as in H-E-E-L-S. Well, time seems a lot less of an issue for him right now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter, with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempus Lucumine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Is she? She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often the vanguard of change. That doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 8, Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tulliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tulliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Dang. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Ms. Lucas Grand. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Grand, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
You gotta stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Might have tweaked those water potion with a little... change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's it gonna do? What's that gonna do? No idea. It's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Holy crap! He's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? Huh? He was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for the harm my... Look at the look on the baby's face. Father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare the crib for Father, or young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave, now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
So a year later, essentially. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. Gotta swing by? Be there in a minute.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. Got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it. Oh. So wait a minute. Hey, Roxy. Heard you and Rollo have a big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, heck of a growth spurt. I'd still be grown. Literally. The morning he was up and finished with chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some things might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. He'll tell him this, because it'll go to his head. I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way. He's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Oh, Roxy. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Could it be better? So grateful to Lolo and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town, but some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. Count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I've never felt more comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here? This is something I can be proud of. Aww. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do around the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Better dilly-dally, gotta get to the treehouse. Oh, but there's other people we gotta go see. Little higher. Yup. Little lower. Yup. Little higher. Yup. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. Need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Did you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine, Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. We really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better. We have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Okay, good. We do get to explore the rest of town. That's good to know. Young Mr. Van Hoen. How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, tempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Bodwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is an unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer this second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I'm endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. The whole town is ready to help however we can. Can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. What's today's news that needs knowing? Okay, tomorrow's headline today. Old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Yawn. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft to the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. Story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people, moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals? Sort of writes itself, if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in. See what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint. My adventuring days are over. Aw, Luca, don't be like that. We both know that's not true. Makes you say that. Call a reporter's intuition. I'm liking this, victory lap and going and checking in with all the characters.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as Lush Rush ends, I'll be a feather in the wind. Going on vacation. For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. Fine, I'll wait. Oh, that's cute. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile, and everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. Serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. Pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Hey, Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say builds calluses. Builds character! Yeah, it builds something all right. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny. We used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. And to the library first.
Over
Talk
the
to our
school
buddies.
year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that they covered up the source? They found a new species of fungus? Yep, they're studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, close to population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some.
Can't believe it's over. Yeah, town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town was talking about Hank Atomic. Just finished the last issue. How was it? It's great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. Just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? Could ask Ms. Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? Kinda got a reputation to uphold. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. Experience it again for the first time. Guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. So yeah, I'm just kind of running around doing the victory lap and talking to all the characters. I hope y'all have enjoyed this series as it's coming to an end, and this episode is going to go a little bit longer because we're doing the victory lap. So Thank you for watching if you still are. Don't forget that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We got a couple more folks to talk to, it looks like. Also a bunch of rabbits. Mr. Nuncreep. Hey, I'm Mr. Nuncreep. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreep shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll just visit Walt in my own time. You run along now.
With Perennial Harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on! Come one, come all! No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's Wild Ride!
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Guess what? Yesterday I saw Dynastus Titius. And that's good. It's great. Haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the colony. Do we go back here? How do we get to the other side? I guess it's this way, maybe? Oh, there's back. All right, we had to go back. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds an awful like putting down roots. Guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. It's about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. Should do okay at the coat of Old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. We gotta take Jeff's Wild Ride. I love it. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being special occasion and whatnot. Ride's on the house. Gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks. I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. Been a wild year. How you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always said the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one little thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. So proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Did you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, there's so much that lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but he knew he would have loved this one more, because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. You won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. You wouldn't have stood up for Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. That didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Is that it? Oh. Well, there you go, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. This is the first Let's Play I have finished in a long time on this channel. This was a lot of fun. This game was fantastic. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Gotta let the credits roll. Probably speed through these in editing. And all of that good stuff. That's it, friends. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. And I'll see you on the next Let's Play. Have a good day. Bye.